What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's edition of Everyday Discipline, where we decode, deconstruct, and reverse engineer self-discipline to get whatever it is you want in your life. My name is Brent Kokel. I'm your host. As always, love it when you're here on the show with me because, well, essentially it means that I'm not just a crazy person talking to myself in my studio, which I suppose technically I am, but if you're listening on the back end, then I somehow find a way to morally justify that and get my way out of that conversation about being a crazy person. But no, in sincerity, I do love it that you are here on the show. I see that the people that are downloading the show is going up, and I love to see that. That means that you guys are, one, getting something out of it, and two, you're sharing it with other people. Right? I love that this gets shared out there because I don't advertise it in any way, shape, or form. Like, this shows up, this is entirely organic, and if you're listening to it and you're sharing it, then that's awesome because it means you're getting something out of it. But more importantly, you're doing something with it. And I say this almost every episode, or actually every episode for the past couple episodes, but I got to prove the point here is that this show isn't about listening. It's not about learning something new. It's about doing something with what you learn. If you hear something on today's show, which I think you're going to hear, that inspires you and prompts you to take some action, I want you to take action, because results only come as the result of action. That's it, right? You cannot get the results without taking some form of action in order to get them. So if you just want to listen to a show, you just want to be entertained, turn this one off right now because that's not what this show is about. The show is about actually doing some shit. And today, the show is actually about commitment. So I'm recording this episode on Memorial Day, and I've got a client that is one of my standing one-on-one clients, right? I don't coach people one-on-one anymore. I don't offer that because we shifted everything to groups because we figured out how to get people really far, really fast inside of our group trainings. But I still have a couple legacy one-on-one clients, and one of those happens to be on a Monday. And I thought about, sending him a message and saying, hey man, we're not going to do it this week. We're going to put it off. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow when it's like an actual work day. Maybe we'll just postpone this week in its entirety and move on to the following week. Like, I had all these different ideas for how we're not going to end up being on our one-on-one training session today. And he wouldn't have hated me at all. Like, if I had sent him a message and said, hey man, we're not going to do it today, he would not have had any problem with that. He would have been like, oh, okay, no stress. Like, that's fine with me. I can do a barbecue with my family and we'll be good to go. I wouldn't have been hated. But then I started thinking about something, and I started thinking about the fact that I made a commitment to this person. I made a commitment to this person to be there every single Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific time for 6 months straight. And this person invested a lot of their cash in me being there for them. And so this is what I committed to doing. And so this is what I'm going to do. Like, I committed to doing this. And so I am just going to do it. Here's the thing, guys, and I'm getting to the lesson fast today, is that commitments don't have asterisks. Like, there's no asterisk. Like, the little asterisk that shows up when they want to denote something about it, like in a footnote in a book. Commitments don't have asterisks, meaning that it's not like I'm committed to this as long as it's not a holiday. Or I'm committed to doing this as long as A, B, and C line up perfectly, and once A, B, and C line up perfectly, then I'm going to do it. No. That's a commitment. Commitments do not have asterisks. So if you find yourself in a spot where there are asterisks there, well, then you got to ask yourself how committed you truly are to that. Because real commitments, like the things you actually want to do, have no asterisks in them at all. There is no condition. There is no if this, then that. All it is then that. Then that. Not if. You've got to be able to move. See, because we have these stated intentions. You've got these stated intentions. Everybody around you has stated intentions. They say they want to do something. They say they want to make more money. Or they say they want to lose 15 pounds in the next 45 days. Or they say that they want their relationship to be better. Everybody does this. It's really easy. It's really easy to make a commitment. Or at least what you believe to be a commitment in your mind. Now, what happens after you make that commitment? That's when the truth shows up. Like, that is exactly the spot. People go, well, when is all this truth going to happen? The truth happens right after you make a commitment. It happens in your actions. Because there's our stated intentions, the things that we're putting out into the world. We're telling ourselves, we're telling other people, this is what I want to have happen. But then there are these hidden, unseen, true intentions, which manifest themselves in only one spot. And the spot where they manifest themselves is inside of your actions. So if you say and you commit, hey, I'm going to lose 30 pounds in the next 45 days, well, that's a great statement to make, but what are your actions telling you? Are you like counting, measuring, and weighing everything you eat? Are you going to the gym 1 to 2 times a day, 7 days a week? Are you committed to that? What's your actions? See, your actions are the truth barometer. That's the serum that says, I'm either committed to this or I'm not committed to this. If you're committed to making more money, but you're not spending time learning about marketing or learning about sales, or even making the sales calls that you already know how to make, then there's your truth serum. There's a thing that says you're committed or you're not committed. See, your true intentions, those are the things that are going to show you what you're actually committed to. Now, it's a shitty pill to swallow, because I'll bet you if you look at the commitments that you've made, the things that you've said you want to do, and then you analyze your actions, you're going to find the truth. And the truth is that you weren't really committed to doing those things in the first place. You were committed to comfort. You were committed to having something be easy instead of doing the work necessary to get what you want. It's not easy to hear that. It's not easy for anybody to hear that. But when you don't have the things that you want in your life, it simply comes down to the fact that you were not committed to getting them. It's about the follow through, because the follow through shows you the truth. So my question for you is, what are you really committed to? Like, what is it that you are really committed to? And here's the exercise to figure out what you're really committed to. You go and you take the things that you said that you were going to do, and then you look for evidence of the actions that support you actually going to do that thing. If you can't find any evidence, then you're going to find things that you actually did instead of the things that you know that you needed to do to get the result that you wanted. And those things are going to be what your true intentions were. So it's a quick exercise, 5-10 minutes tops, to figure out what your true intentions really were and what you're actually committed to. I want you to do that after you listen to the show. Like, as soon as you get done listening to the show, go do that. Because remember, the show is about doing something with what you learn. Now, after you've done that, then the question becomes, well, what do you do with the answer? Because let's say that you thought you were committed to one thing, but it turns out that you're actually committed to something else. Well, if you find that you weren't doing the work, it simply comes down to not having a reason to do the work in the first place because comfort was better for you. You've got to find a reason why comfort is no longer going to be comfortable. Because being comfortable winds up getting uncomfortable in a hurry if you're not paying attention. So once you find that reason, well, then you might have a different story and a different outcome and a different result. All right, guys, that's it. That's the show for the day, everybody. As always, appreciate that you guys were here on it with me. Make sure to do the work. Like, you listen to this, you got something to do, like, go do that work. I promise you, you will see exactly what you need to see. You're going to get the answer that you need to get when you do that work. So, other work you've got to do is come back, because I'm going to do my job. I'm going to come back next time, and I want you to do your job, and you come back too.